put the coffee by the sink and left my phone beside the milk. I found one shoe beneath the chair, the other one was nowhere there. The toast came up a little late, I missed the call, I dropped the plate. The clock kept moving like it knew exactly what I meant to do. I had a list, I had a time, I had the whole thing organized. But here we are, and honestly, it doesn't look so bad to me. It's not going quite to plan, but I'm getting where I can, with my keys inside my pocket and my coffee in my hand. It's not going quite to plan, still the morning understands. Some days start a little sideways, then they turn out just as grand. I changed my jacket at the door, then changed it back to what I wore. The elevator passed my floor, I laughed and pressed the button more. The neighbor's dog came running through and left one muddy mark or two. I wiped it off, I missed the light, then caught the next one just in time. I had her up, I knew the way, I thought I knew how this would play. But one small turn, one extra chance can put a rhythm in the plans. It's not going quite to plan, but I'm getting where I can, with my keys inside my pocket and my coffee in my hand. It's not going quite to plan, still the morning understands. Some days start a little sideways, then they turn out just as grand. Maybe being right on time isn't always getting it right. Maybe all these little changes are the better part of life. No perfect entrance, no perfect line, I'm walking out the door and somehow doing fine. It's not going quite to plan, but I'm better than I planned. There's a song inside the traffic and a breeze around the bend. It's not going quite to plan, still the morning lends a hand. Some days start a little sideways, then they land just where they can. Not quite to plan, but here I am. I held the blue one to the light, the quiet one I always like. It matched the weather, matched the room, and every other Monday too. Then from the back behind the gray, I found the shirt I'd put away, a little warmer, slightly bold, the kind I thought I couldn't hold. It isn't new, it isn't grand, it only feels unlike the plan. But maybe that is reason enough to let a little color in. Wear the bright one today, let it change the way the morning looks. Nothing has to rearrange, just a little choice is all it took. Wear the bright one today, let the sunlight find another shade. I don't need a different life, just a different way to start the day. I tied my hair, then let it down, I watched the color move around. The mirror didn't disagree, it only gave the choice to me. No sudden music filled the room, no perfect answer came in view, but something start the day. Maybe confidence is quiet, maybe it begins this small, with choosing what I nearly left still hanging by the wall. I take my bag, I check the time, the color catches in the light, and suddenly the open door feels easier to find. We're the bright one today, let it follow where the morning goes. Every window, every street may reflect a little more than before. We're the bright one today, there's no reason I should hide the shade. I don't need a different life, just a brighter way to start the day. The door is open, I'm on my way. A button came loose by the crossing and rolled beside my shoe. I caught it just before the traffic carried it out of view. My jacket leaned a little sideways, the thread was hanging free. I thought about ignoring it, but there was time enough for me. A narrow shop beside the station had its lights already on. A silver bell above the doorway rang softly when I walked in. A button came loose and changed the way I went. A 5-minute repair became a little time well spent. A button came loose, but nothing came undone. Sometimes a small delay can lead to somewhere warm and unexpected. The tailor found a matching color inside a wooden drawer. She said the coat was made to last and stitched the button on once more. We talked about the cooler weather, the plants beside the glass. She told me every little thing needs care if it should last. The clock kept moving on the wall, but no one seemed concerned. She tied the final thread in place and handed it back better. A button came loose and changed the way I went. A 5-minute repair became a little time well spent. A button came loose, but nothing came undone. Sometimes a small delay can lead to somewhere warm and unexpected. Not every interruption is something in the way. Some things ask us to slow down so they can gently stay. I fastened up the jacket and stepped into the street. The morning waited where I left it, still moving at my feet. A button came loose and led me somewhere new. A quiet shop, a careful hand, and one more story moving through. A button came loose, then everything felt right. Sometimes a small repair can make the whole day sit a little lighter. The button held, and I carried on. The door clicks shut behind me. The hallway light turns off. A bicycle rolls past me. A paper cup falls over. The corner shop is waking. The shutters start to rise. A woman sweeps the doorway while buses fill the light. I've walked the street 100 times, but something feels different today. Maybe it's only morning. Maybe I'm looking another way. The city opens up, one window at a time. 100 little stories moving underneath the signs. The city opens up, and I step into the sound. I thought I knew this morning, but there's more of it around. The florist sets the buckets in colors by the door. Two strangers trade directions, then laugh and check once more. A taxi turns the corner. A cafe fills with steam. The ordinary traffic moves like part of something seen. I've passed these faces every day without remembering their names. But every life is starting in 100 different ways. The city opens up, one window at a time. 100 little stories moving underneath the signs. The city opens up, and I step into the sound. I thought I knew this morning, but there's more of it around. No grand beginning, no perfect view, just doors unlocking and people moving through. The light keeps changing, the whole street turns, and every little corner has something left to learn. The city opens up, one window at a time. 100 little stories are crossing into mine. The city opens up, and I'm moving with it now. I thought I knew this morning, but it's only starting out. The city opens up, and I'm walking into it now. I heard the elevator closing halfway down the hall. My bag was slipping from my shoulder. I thought I'd missed it after all. Then someone reached between the doors and waited where they stood. No grand hello, no reason why, just something quietly good. I caught my breath, you gave a smile, the kind that only stays a while. But somehow in that little space, the morning changed its pace. You held the door for me and let the moment breathe. A few more seconds in the morning was all I seemed to need. You held the door for me like that. You carried flowers wrapped in paper. I held a coffee going cold. The numbers lit above us slowly, while neither one had much to hold. We talked about the warmer weather and how the rain had cleared. Then your floor came before mine, and suddenly we were here. No story planned, no perfect scene, just somewhere briefly in between. A quiet kindness passed along and stayed when you were gone. You held the door for me and let the moment breathe. A few more seconds in the morning was all I seemed to need. You held the door for me like there was time enough. Sometimes the smallest thing can make the whole day feel less rushed. Maybe the day is made of this: a hand, a pause, a little space. Someone choosing not to hurry when they could have walked away. The doors closed softly, the numbers climbed, and everything felt right on time. You held the door for me and gave the morning room, a quiet kindness in the hallway that followed me till noon. You held the door for me like there was time enough. Sometimes the smallest thing can make an ordinary morning good. Just a little time was more than enough. The rain had finished without warning. One drop was hanging from the sign. A row of umbrellas close together as people step back into line. The pavement held the passing windows. The traffic lights were upside down. A bicycle crossed through the water and scattered pieces of the town. The clouds were moving farther east. The air was cool against my sleeves. The morning hadn't gone away, it only waited underneath. After the rain let go, the whole street started over. Doors open one by one, and every sound came back in color. After the rain let go, there was more morning left. my time beside the puddles, with all the sky reflected down. No need to hurry past the view. The city knew what it should do. It gathered up its scattered plans and found a different way through. After the rain let go, the whole street started over. Doors open one by one, and every sound came back in color. After the rain let go, there was more morning left to know. The day didn't need a perfect start, it only needed room to grow. Some mornings change their mind halfway and still become a lovely day. The clouds can leave without explaining what they came to say. I stepped across the shining road. The light turned green, the traffic slowed, and everything that had been waiting found somewhere new to go. After the rain let go, the whole sky opened wider. Every window caught the light, and every step became a little lighter. After the rain let go, there was more morning left to hold. The day didn't need a perfect start to turn into something good. The rain let go, and the morning carried on. The last question ended early. Someone closed the final slide. The chairs moved back, the room grew louder, and everyone stepped outside. I checked the time above the doorway. I had 10 minutes left to spare. Too short to start another something, too good to leave them sitting there. No message waiting, no place to be, no little task in front of me. The morning handed back a moment and quietly gave it to me. 10 minutes of my own, no reason and no plan. I'll walk around the corner with nothing in my hands. 10 minutes of my own before the next thing starts. Sometimes a little open space can change the rhythm of your heart. I passed the cafe by the crossing, but didn't stop to join the line. A narrow street beside the building looked different in the morning light. A delivery bike went by me, a radio played behind the wall. I heard my shoes against the pavement and didn't need to rush at all. No need to fill it, no need to choose, no better way to spend or use. The morning gave me back a moment with nothing I could lose. 10 minutes of my own, no reason and no plan. I'll walk around the corner with nothing in my hands. 10 minutes of my own before the next thing starts. Sometimes a little open space space can change the rhythm of your heart. I used to think that every minute needed somewhere it should go, but time can be a quiet window you don't have to close. The light turned green, the street moved on, and still I had a minute more. 10 minutes of my own, the city carried on. I walked beneath the windows and let the time belong. 10 minutes of my own, then back through the revolving doors. Sometimes a little open space can leave you with a little more. Just 10 minutes and I'm ready again. The floor is set, the buckets out in rows of yellow, white, and blue. I slow beside the doorway, though I had somewhere else to move. She asked me who they were for. I nearly said I didn't know, then pointed to the smaller bunch with leaves still wet below. No birthday on the calendar, no dinner waiting later on. I only liked the way they looked against the early sun. No special occasion, no reason I could name. I bought a little color for an ordinary day. No special occasion, nothing to celebrate. Sometimes a morning only needs one lovely thing along the way. I carried them beside my bag, their paper brushing at my sleeve. A few heads turned upon the train, then quickly went back to their screens. The woman sitting next to me said, "Those will brighten up a room." I smiled and thought about my desk and where I'd find them room. No message hidden in the stems, no perfect words I meant to send, just something living in my hands to take around the bend. No special occasion, no reason I could name. I bought a little color for an ordinary day. No special occasion, nothing to celebrate. Sometimes a morning only needs one lovely thing along the way. Maybe not every good thing needs a story from the start. Maybe choosing it is plenty. Maybe liking it is all. The train moved through the sunlight, the flowers moved with me, and what had been a usual ride looked different from my seat. No special occasion, still something felt brand new. A little unexpected color moving through the morning too. No special occasion, no reason it should wait. Sometimes an ordinary is reason to celebrate. No special occasion, I brought the flowers anyway. The chairs are lined around the table. Morning light is on the wall. I set my notes beside the water, then move them closer after all. The screen is waiting in the corner. My name is written on the page. I read the first line one more time and wonder how it ought to sound. I know the numbers, I know the work. I don't need every perfect word. The room is quiet, the clock moves on, and I can start from what I know. Before the room fills up, before the questions start, I'll take a breath and leave a little space between the lines. Before the room fills up, I don't have to know it all. I only need a steady voice and somewhere good to start. A coffee cart moves down the hallway. Someone laughs behind the door. The building slowly comes together, like it's done 1,000 times before. I change one title on the first slide, then put it back the way it was. The answer isn't in the wording, it's in the reason that it matters. I know the problem, I know the way. We found the pieces yesterday. No perfect entrance, no grand reveal. Just say the part I know is real. Before the room fills up, before the questions start, I'll take a breath and leave a little space between the lines. Before the room fills up, I don't have to know it all. I only need a steady voice and somewhere good to start. The first chair moves, the doorway opens. Someone sets a coffee down. The moment I was waiting for is simply here and happening now. I close my notes, I lift my eyes. The morning hasn't passed me by. There's nothing left to practice when it's finally time. Now that the room fills up and all the voices start, I take a breath and let the first words come the way they are. Now that the room fills up, I don't need to know it all. I only need a steady voice and somewhere good to start. I know where to start. beside the table and reached to wake the screen. A folded piece of yellow paper was waiting underneath the keys. My name was written in the corner in hurried letters slightly small. I thought it might be something urgent or another note about a call, but all it said was thank you for staying late with me. You made a difficult day a little easier to leave. The note beneath the keys was only 3 short lines, but something in that simple message stayed with me all morning long. The note beneath the keys made yesterday feel new. Sometimes you never really know what one small thing can do. I read it once and folded it, then opened it again. The room was filling up with voices, and the ordinary day began. The work I barely thought about had mattered more than I could see. A little time I almost counted had become a memory. No speech and no announcement, no name upon a wall, just someone taking half a minute to say it helped it all. The note beneath the keys was only 3 short lines, but something in that simple message stayed with me all morning long. The note beneath the keys made yesterday feel new. Sometimes you never really know what one small thing can do. Maybe kindness keeps on moving long after we have gone, passing quietly between us without needing to be known. I slipped the note inside my notebook where the pages wouldn't bend, then turned toward the morning, ready to begin again. The note beneath the keys was still there in my mind, a small reminder that the things we hardly notice sometimes shine. The note beneath the keys made everything feel true. Sometimes the smallest thing we give comes gently back to you. 3 little lines and a brighter morning. The bakery had opened early, warm air drifted through the door. A bicycle leaned by the window, and flour marked the kitchen floor. I heard a song above the traffic, soft at first, then clear enough. Someone reached behind the counter and turn the radio up. A woman waiting at the crossing tapped one finger on her cup. A man arranging morning papers started quietly driver opened up his door. Two children hurried past the corner, then slowed to hear a little more. The song was one I almost knew, the kind that finds you halfway through. No memory I could quite explain, still I wanted it to stay. The signal changed, the buses started, everyone went where they should. But something followed through the traffic, like the morning understood. Someone turned the radio up and the whole street felt a little lighter. Nothing stopped and no one spoke, but every step became a little brighter. Someone turned the radio up just enough to change the view. For a minute all our separate mornings moved to something we all knew. No dancing in the doorway, no scene arranged in time, just strangers finding the same rhythm while passing through each other's lives. The chorus reached the final line, the street returned to passing time, but everyone who heard it carried something down the road. Someone turned the radio up and the city seemed to breathe together. Every window, every wheel moved easily beneath the weather. Someone turned the radio up, then the song was almost through. But a little of that brighter morning stayed in everything we knew. The radio played on, and so did we. I reached the corner right on time. The waiting cars were in a line. A coffee shop across the street was pulling chairs into the heat. I knew the route I meant to take, the same two turns I always make. But then the little walking sign lit up before I changed my mind. There wasn't much to think about, no map to read, no reason why. The street was open for a moment, so I crossed to the other side. While the light was green, I went a different way, past the flowers by the station and the tables in the shade. While the light was green, the morning moved with me. Sometimes all a day is asking is one step across the street. A bakery I'd never seen had yellow writing on the screen. A woman laughed behind the glass and waved to someone walking past. The road curved farther than I knew, between the brick and painted blue. It didn't take me somewhere grand, just somewhere outside what I'd planned. I wasn't lost, I wasn't late, I only let the corner change. And every unfamiliar window made the usual morning strange. While the light was green, I went a different way, past the flowers by the station and the tables in the shade. While the light was green, the morning moved with me. Sometimes all a day is asking is one step across the street. Maybe change can be this quiet, no announcement, no parade, just a signal turning over and a choice that's quickly made. The traffic starts the moment sunlight on the windows and more morning left to take. While the light was green, the whole street open wide. Sometimes all a day is asking is one step to the other side. One step across the street, and the morning changed. I said the usual at the counter, the one I order every time. A little milk, no extra sugar, nothing I would have to try. But when they called my name a moment later, the cup was warm instead of cold. A different word was on the label, and someone else had mine untold. I almost turned around, I almost gave it back. Then the morning smelled like cinnamon, and I thought, why not try that? This wasn't my order, but maybe it could be a little less familiar, a little more than what I need. This wasn't my order, still I took another taste. Sometimes something meant for someone else can brighten up your day. I found a table by the window, the sunlight moved across the chair. The first sip tasted unfamiliar, then somehow softer sitting there. A woman waved across the room and traded cups with someone new. The whole cafe kept moving on, like little mix-ups always do. No reason to complain, no need to make it right. Some mornings bring a different thing and ask you to decide. This wasn't my order, but maybe it could be a little less familiar, a little more than what I need. This wasn't my order, still I took another taste. Sometimes something meant for someone else can brighten up your day. Maybe I've been choosing what I already know, leaving all the other flavors somewhere down the road. It wasn't what I planned, but now I understand. A small mistake can place something new inside your hand. This wasn't my order, but now I'm glad it came. A little unexpected, and I may choose it again. This wasn't my order, still it found the perfect place. Sometimes something meant for someone else can change the way a morning tastes. Not what I ordered, but good all the same. I stepped inside the little bookstore to wait until the the street grew clear. The bell above the door was quiet. The morning sounded softer here. I pulled a book from near the window. Its cover faded at the side. A folded piece of paper slipped out and landed open by my shoes. No name was written, no date or place, only one line across the page. Take what you need and leave the rest. The day is yours to finish yet. Someone left this here for a stranger passing through. A little sentence in a book that somehow felt completely true. Someone left this here and never knew who it would find. Sometimes a few forgotten words arrive at just the right time. I read the line and turned it over, but nothing waited on the back. The shopkeeper arranged the postcards and sunlight crossed the wooden rack. I wondered who had held the paper and what kind of morning they had known. Maybe they had needed those words first before they left them there alone. No grand advice, no perfect phrase, just something simple someone saved, then placed it where another pair of hands could find it on another day. Someone left this here for a stranger passing through. A little sentence in a book that somehow felt completely true. Someone left this here and never knew who it would find. Sometimes a few forgotten words arrive at just the right time. I could have kept the paper folded safely in my bag, but something said the better ending was to place it where it had been. So I turned to one more page and wrote a line beneath the first. Whatever brought you here this morning, I hope the day becomes a little lighter. Someone left this here, and now I left something too. A little kindness in a book for someone else to wander through. Someone left this here, and the story carried on. Sometimes the smallest words we leave keep moving after we are gone. I closed the book and left the page inside. The train moved underneath the city. Everyone was looking down. Coffee cups stamps and folded papers, morning coats in gray and brown. I watch the stations pass in order, half awake and halfway through. Then my phone lit in my pocket with a message sent from you. No long explanation, no reason written out, only 7 little words that turn the morning around. I just thought of you, that was all the message said. And suddenly 100 quiet memories were moving through my head. I just thought of you, like no time had passed at all. Sometimes one familiar name can make the distance feel so small. I read it once, then read it over, while the doors opened and closed. I wondered how your street was changing, and if you kept the things I know. The cafe where we talked till evening, the song you always played too loud, the way we promised we would call, then let the months keep running out. I didn't need an answer to everything we missed. I only typed I thought of you too, and quietly pressed send. I just thought of you, that was all the message said. And suddenly 100 quiet memories were moving through my head. I just thought of you, like no time had passed at all. Sometimes one familiar name can make the distance feel so small. Maybe some connections never really disappear. They wait beneath the busy days until a moment brings them near. No promise for forever, no need to make it grand. Just 2 names on a glowing screen, finding each other again. I just thought of you, and the morning opened wide. There was sunlight on the window, and an old friend by my side. I just thought of you, now the distance doesn't seem like anything a simple word couldn't reach between. I thought of you too, and pressed send. I missed the elevator and took the stairs instead. The 7th floor was quiet, the 8th was painted red. I thought the door above me would lead to storage space, but sunlight crossed the landing and warm air touched my face. There was no sign to point me there, no reason I should know. Just one more flight I nearly skipped, and somewhere new to go. Up one more floor, the whole sky came in view. A garden over all the traffic I had never wandered through. Up one more floor, the morning opened wide. Sometimes what you're looking for is only one more step outside. There were herbs along the railing and chairs beneath the shade, a watering can beside the wall, and coffee someone made. The streets were moving far below. The buses looked so small. I'd worked inside this building and never seen it all. No distant trip, no holiday, no need to disappear. A different part of where I was had always waited here. Up one more floor, the whole sky came in view. A garden over all the traffic I had never wandered through. Up one more floor, the morning opened wide. Sometimes what you're looking for is only one more step outside. The wind moved through the rosemary, a loose page crossed the ground. The city kept its busy pace, but softer from this height. I stayed until the hour changed, then slowly turned around and carried something open back into the floors below. Up one more floor, the whole day looked brand new. The streets were still the streets I knew, but I could see them through. Up one more floor, with sunlight by my side. Sometimes an ordinary place has another world inside. One more floor and a little more sky. The market filled the narrow sidewalk with paper signs and wooden trays, tomatoes catching bits of sunlight, peaches warming through the shade. I stopped beside a basket and chose the smallest one I saw. The woman waited in her hand, then placed another in my bag. I said I only asked for one. She smiled and tied the handles tight. This one will be ready tomorrow, and that one should be good tonight. Take another one, there's room enough for two. One for now and one for later. one small thing to look forward to. Take another one, the morning has enough. Sometimes what you carry home can be a little more than planned. I walk between the market tables with both of them beside my keys. The paper bag was slightly heavier, swinging softly at my knee. A man was choosing summer flowers, a child was counting every pair. The whole street seemed to trade in things, with something extra tucked in there. A little more than what was needed, a little kindness passed along. Nothing anyone would notice, still enough to change the song. Take another one, there's room enough for two. Small thing to look forward to. Take another one, the morning has enough. Sometimes what you carry home can be a little more than planned. Maybe plenty isn't measured by how much we get to keep. Maybe it's the easy gesture that makes an ordinary moment sweet. I thought of someone down the hallway who always leaves before the crowd, and knew exactly where the second one would find its way somehow. Take another one and pass the good along. One for me and one for someone who might need a brighter start. Take another one, the morning opened up. Sometimes what you carry home was always meant to be shared. One for me and one to give away. I saw you by the second window, reading labels on a shelf. You looked a little more familiar than the picture in my head. I almost walked the other way, not knowing what I ought to say. Then you turned and said my name, like nothing much had changed. We stood between the morning papers and a row of bottled tea. A little older than the last time, still somehow you and me, we still knew how to talk, like the time had only paused. One question led to another, and the distance came undone. We still knew how to talk, no need to make it more. Sometimes a familiar voice can open up a closed door. You told me that you moved closer to the park. I said I kept the same old number, though I rarely called that far. We laughed about the place we knew, the table near the avenue, how we always stayed too long and missed the final bus. No grand apology between us, no reason to explain. The years are gone where years will go, but something still remained. We still knew how to talk, like the time had only paused. One question led to another, and the distance came undone. We still knew how to talk, no need to make it more. Sometimes a familiar voice can open up a closed door. The cashier called the next person, someone reached around for change. The whole world carried on beside us, while the old and new exchanged. You wrote your number on the receipt, though I already had it there. Maybe keeping it again was another way to care. We still knew how to talk, and the morning moved along. You walked with me toward the crossing, till the light was almost gone. We still knew how to talk, and that was more than enough. Sometimes finding someone again can feel quietly like luck. We said, talk soon, and meant it this time. The clouds had covered every window, the buildings wore a softer gray. I watched the shadows on the ceiling slowly lose their shape. The morning carried on around me, keys and footsteps down the hall. Then somewhere high above the rooftops, a line of sunlight touched the wall. It crossed the table, reached my hands, and found the room without a plan. Nothing else had changed at all, but everything looked different. When the sun came through, the whole room opened wide. Every little thing I knew had another brighter side. When the sun came through, it stayed just long enough to make an ordinary morning feel a little more like us. The glass across the street was shining, a plant leaned farther toward the light. The paper scattered by the window turned from white to almost gold. Someone opened up the curtains, someone laughed behind the door. The day carry on. The light stayed on the wall, and I stayed with it a while. I crossed two things from the list and moved the others down the page. The coffee cooled beside my notebook while the clock kept changing shape. I thought by now I'd have it finished, every answer in its place. But sunlight reached across the window and rested quietly on the page. The day was not behind me, nothing had been lost. I had only spent the morning getting somewhere at my pace. There's more morning left, more light beyond the glass, more time to take the next thing slowly, without racing through the last. There's more morning left, the day is open yet. I don't have to finish everything to know I've made a start. A message waited for an answer. A file was open on the screen. I saved the work and stood a moment to see how bright the street had been. The people moving through the crossing had somewhere different they should go. The whole wide day was carrying on without demanding that I know. No need to count the minutes or measure what remains. The morning isn't something I can only give away. There's more morning left, more light beyond the glass, more time to take the next thing slowly, without racing through the last. There's more morning left, the day is open yet. I don't have to finish everything to know I've made a start. I closed the list, I opened the window, the curtains lift and settle down. The air moves in, the room feels wider, and every sound returns somehow. Maybe being on my way is enough for where I am today. There's more morning left, more stories on the street, more ordinary moments waiting somewhere I have yet to meet. There's more morning left, and I'm not finished yet. I don't have to know the whole day to be glad for what comes next. There's more morning left, and I'm ready for the rest. The bakery wrapped it in white paper, still warm against my hand. I only meant to buy some coffee, but changed my mind beside the stand. The pastry looked too big for one, though I could probably finish it. I tore the paper down the middle and thought of who might want the rest. You'd said you missed your breakfast while hurrying through the door. So I placed one half beside your notebook and went back to what I'd started. I saved you half, it seemed like enough. A little sweetness waiting when the morning became rough. I saved you half, no reason to make it grand. Sometimes saying I remembered is as simple as what's in your hand. You found it near 11 when the room had settled down. You looked across the row of tables and smiled without a sound, then tore the paper one more time and passed a piece along. The half I thought belonged to you kept finding somewhere else to go. No one kept the whole thing, no one needed more. Still, everyone who tasted it had something worth smiling for. I saved you half, it seemed like enough. A little sweetness waiting when the morning became rough. I saved you half, no reason to make it grand. Sometimes saying I remembered is as simple as what's in your hand. Maybe good things grow much larger when we leave a little room. One small piece becomes a table when it travels through the room. The wrapper lay there empty, but somehow we had more. A few bright minutes in the middle of an ordinary morning. I saved you half, then you passed some on. A little kindness moving long after mine was gone. I saved you half and watched the moment grow. Sometimes what we choose to share goes farther than we know. I saved you half, and no one went without. The morning didn't follow every line I thought it would. Some doors closed a little early, some mistakes turned into good. A different road, a passing message, a stranger waiting one more beat. 100 ordinary moments changed the story underneath. Nothing needed perfect timing, nothing asked to be complete. The day kept finding little ways to place the next scene at my feet. The next scene is ours, and it hasn't started yet. There are windows left to open, there are people left to meet. The next scene is ours, we don't need to know the words. We can step into the morning and discover them as we go. Some stories lasted only minutes, some may carry past today. sunlight, a familiar voice came back. The things I nearly hurried past became the moments that I kept. No curtain needs to close behind us, no final line to understand. Every ending leaves a doorway and another place to stand. The next scene is ours, and it hasn't started yet. There are windows left to open, there are people left to meet. The next scene is ours, we don't need to know the words. We can step into the morning and discover them as we go. Maybe every day begins before we know what it will mean. Not with trumpets, not with fireworks, just one small change of scene. A key turns, a light comes on, a street begins to move, and suddenly the life we know has something new to prove. The next scene is ours, and the morning opens wide. Every ordinary story has another one inside. The next scene is ours, there is more than we can see. We can step into the morning and let the story find its way. A new morning, a new story, and the next scene starts today. The next scene starts today.